Hi, my name's Colin Furze. I'm from Stamford in the UK. I am a plumber, and in my spare time I kind of make crazy weird inventions and videos and stuff like that. There's many different ways you could describe what I do. But I also hold Guinness World Records, and I've got the world's biggest bonfire, the longest motorbike, fastest mobility scooter, fastest pram, and soon to be maybe the fastest toilet as well. So I've always been like a fiddly person. I've always looked at something and thought, oh, you know, is there a better way we can do that? You know, can we make something to make this a bit easier? And from there on, it's progressed. And doing the world records as well is great because it gives you a goal. And I'm kind of an ultimate show off as well. So it is the best place. You know, I'm in this book. At school, I was always interested in science and making stuff and things like that. It wasn't very easy for me because I wasn't actually allowed in the shed at home. But now I've got my own house, I've got my own shed, you know, which I built myself. I've built all this from scratch, and that is the core thing you need. You know, you just need that bit of space. Even if you've not got loads of tools, you know, you just need a vise, a bench, anything. You know, you can make things that are quite spectacular with utter rubbish, really. So it wasn't until I could get into a shed, into a workshop, that things really started to accelerate, so to speak. And then obviously the world records and things like that come after it. And the best thing I've ever made, which wasn't a world record, probably was the Wall of Death. There's so many naysayers on that, just saying no, 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 no. And when we finally did it, it was just like, you know, yes, in your faces sort of thing. You know, we told you it could be done. Yeah! I was just flicking around the internet and ended up on Guinness World Records site, and then I saw this big fire and I thought, yeah, this is a good idea. That's not something you can just do in a weekend. Where originally we wanted to build it, we found out there was a high pressure gas pipe running under the field. You know, if that thing blows up, then half of Melton or something's going to be without gas. So the 2 weeks I'd had off work, which I wanted to, you know, make the monster of pyramids, so it was like a god of fires, I just spent moving all the stuff down the other end of the fields. But I still got the record. So I kind of looked at, you know, you did the bonfire, you think, right, let's look at the website again and let's see what we'd like to attempt next. And then I saw the long bike, and it was like this big Russian that built this big long yellow bike with all these seats on it, and I was like, brilliant. It's nearly useless, do you know what I mean? Because there's no way, if everyone sat on that, he wouldn't be able to ride it. It was quite good actually, because once you got going, once it got moving, it didn't feel that bad to ride. I mean, it's the most stupid thing ever because it's hard to transport, it takes ages to set up. Next time you make something, make it a bit easier to put together. So if anyone goes, oh yeah, can we see the long motorbike? Oh god, you're dragging that thing out of the shed. Now the mobility scooter record, my speed in my head was 50 miles an hour. I had a motocross bike at the time where the frame and the plastics were about destroyed because I'd crashed it in a sand race. So I thought, this thing's, you know, let's take the engine out of that and stuff in it, and that was pretty good. I was pretty pleased as well that I'd stuffed it in, because I still get emails and questions today. Because from the outside you cannot see any of the engine. That was what I wanted to make sure, because one of the rules was it has to look like a commercially available scooter. So I thought, you can't see big tailpipes sticking out, you know, big bits of engine. You've got to look at it and just think it's a normal mobility scooter. Do I want it back? I kind of do, because I do like that record, and obviously in theory the one I've got now isn't the world's fastest one. There is a faster one out there. You know, I set it, it was my record to start with, so there is that, you know, which still holds high. So the fastest pram, I didn't want to do another speed record. I wanted to do something different, but my girlfriend was pregnant. You can imagine people come up to me, but you're going to make some real weird baby things, aren't you? And then I thought, well, yeah, I probably should do, really, shouldn't I? So we ended up with the world's fastest pram. And I was quite pleased with that actually, because it had like electronic gear shifters and stuff on it, and it did look pretty cool. I was going to cloth it originally, but I made that aluminium top to it, and I looked at it and thought, actually, this looks quite cool as it is. I think I'll leave it. Would I get to a point where I think, you know, that's it? Yeah, I don't think you do, really. I think holding the certificates, having the world records, people are fascinated by them, because everybody knows, everyone's heard of Guinness World Records. It's like, you know, it's the world's best-selling book, isn't it? So it's sold in countries all over the world, and you think, Christ, you know what I mean? I'm in it. You know what I mean? You've got to be able to hold your head up high, haven't you?